What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Bolg here, back again. Episode 7 is going down. Yeah, probably not the first good thing to show you, but doing a little bit of cheating of sorts. Had to send myself a little bit of gold so I can get some rubies on this character. Want to show maximum potential. If you notice I'm opening a pack there, it's basically free gear you can upgrade every 5 levels. It is white. Rarity, I would say, which would I guess be common or whatever. It's just another way to replace outdated gear. It's probably not as effective as the chest for doing quests consistently, but you occasionally find something you can replace for, a level or even half an hour, It's really cheap. 9 times out of 10, if you check the resale tab, you're gonna find pieces in there from people buying it and going, oh no, I don't need that. And they just vendor it right back. But yeah. So, aside from a little bit of gold, it's still pretty straightforward. I'm gonna skip a little bit of a run there. Had to run all the way back to the south end of town, below the old square. As you can see, Sky is still with me here. Just a little continuation of episode 6. He wanted to tag along still, so. At this point, he was still having fun shooting things, so. We're going to kill a bunch of vultures here, so I'm going to pull pretty much a bunch of them and let my pet pick them off as they go. Along with Sky, of course. He's kind of like my second pet. Now, to get the vulture quest, it's the chick that's pathing on the road. You always want to get that on the way out, because you have to follow the road anyway to get to the recruitment center. So, free quest, do it. It's really quick. If there's somebody else out there, you can always find more vultures off to the right, a little bit more. Or, I guess if you're looking at it west on the map. This guy right here, you're going to notice that he has a lot of quests. That's because they go hand in hand with each other. There's usually 4 quests that are going to have different things. Like one will be find 3 to 4, maybe 5 stones in an area, an entire zone, and you have no clue as to where they are, as far as I know. And yeah, usually you just have to Google and find them that way, because they're a little bit annoying. They despawn whenever someone tries picking them up, and you gotta find one of each. But anyway, once you do all 4 of his quests, there's a free blue item turn in. Let's refer to it as the meta quest. There's gonna be a meta quest in pretty much every zone here on out that I know of. So keep an eye out for that. Always do those. Free gear, good gear actually. You'll see the elemental that I killed back inside the camp is the Portal Guardian quest. That one's a little bit tricky because you'll pick it up initially, and in order to activate that portal, you have to run around and kill certain animals or humanoids in the zone that the elemental tells you to. Or you could just pay a certain amount of silver or gold and just fight them right there. I took the short route. I always take the short route. I love it. There's ways of speeding up quests. It's amazing. As you see, we're out. This part goes a little bit slower than normal. If you're a single player, it would go about twice as fast at least. Because right now, every single quest item that's being picked up is being rolled on between Sky and myself. So, I believe Sky was going a little bit crazy at this point, because it's just taken so long. Not so much in fast forward, but in actual time. Party play is not exactly fun when it comes to having to loot tons of quest items, because it makes it very grindy. Very grindy. But yeah. Get these deer antlers. See, they're not quite like WoW in this one. They call them pristine deer antlers, so it's a bit more understandable that you would, had to stutter there for a second. A bit more understandable that not every deer's gonna have pristine horns, so. Gotta love being tongue-tied. All the deer in the area. There is a lion that passed this area called Leopold. You gotta watch out for him. He's I want to say he's level 11, 12 elite. He's a yellow elite, but he still hurts a lot, so. On a little side note here, I just noticed that Sky left my party. That was the point where Sky said, screw this. I believe he almost had a brain aneurysm from having to grind so long on this, so it starts to speed up now, just a little bit more. Because I actually get to loot all my own stuff. Patron level. Gotta stay on top of that too. Cannot stress it enough. Always want to try and stay on top of multi-mob pulling too, if able. If you have a pet, there's no excuse not to multi-pull. Unless you're, I guess, unless you're in an area that's as spread out as this one right now. Here, coming up, we'll fight some hyenas. I'll do a lot more multi-pulling. Alright. Believe we are about to be done here. Gonna kill. Yep. We're gonna go turn in now. So, the first part of this quest hub for the recruitment center is gonna be off to the east of it. It's just in the area I was just at. It's really quick. The next part we're gonna go to, you're gonna have to take hyena ears, and it will actually lead you directly into the Red Barracks, which is slightly southwest of here. And that will be our next quest hub. As you'll see, she has a repeatable quest there, the little spinny circle arrow deal. I don't do them because it requires you to have crafting. And crafting in this game, like I said before, is kind of like a sink. Gotta do a little dancing here. And make it daytime again. Go. But anyway, repeatable quests, they typically say bring me 5 of whatever item, and you just go do that and you're all good. So if you want to, you can. I'm sure they're overpriced on auction, so if you do want to craft stuff like the gear that they require, you have to have multiple characters, unless you're loaded with gold, because it takes, I want to say 475 gold in order to buy your second profession item. So professions are not cheap at all. As you can see, I just ran back to the gate of the town. There's another quest that takes you back there to talk to him, and bleh. I just forgot it, so I did that one slightly out of order. So, going ahead and turning these in real quick, because these are the last quests that you'll turn in at the recruitment center until, like, the end of the zone. So we finally get to fight hyenas. Alright, you'll see there's one guy already killing hyenas in the typical spot, which is right outside. If you swing just a little south over this hill, there's going to be hyenas all over the hill leading next to the barracks. But also if you go south past that hill, which I'll show you, there's going to be a lot more hyenas, and for the sake of the video, I'm looking for a rare spawn as well, who's typically over there. Normally by now I would be going just directly to the barracks and have all my hyenas, but like I said, I was contending, so. I just got a new skill, Aqua Vitae. Lets you spawn 5 potions basically. They restore 25% health, and I believe 25% mana as well. Really awesome. I believe they have 5-minute cooldown, but I believe they also require a certain reagent in order to make. So, be something to keep an eye out for next time. I didn't know this. First time working here, guys. do. Yeah, love multi-mob. You can really notice when your hits do glancing blows and such, because you go from, you know, 1 and 2 shot in a mob to really stretching it out. And it happens about 50% of the time, so you gotta keep an eye out for that. Make sure you keep that luck high. Can't stress that enough either. Alright, for the next quest, we're gonna be looking at snakes, snails, and spiders. Triple S threat. So that will be for episode 8. So, as we wrap up here, if you like the video, please subscribe, give me a thumbs up, like it, comment, let me know how I'm doing. Let me know your favorite color, if need be. But until then, take it easy, guys and girls.